My daddy left us. I was only 6 months older than you are now. I don't remember him. You will remember me.
Jackie Robinson, a black man in white baseball.
I want you to know I'm there for you.
In my heart.
Think about the abuse that he's gonna take.
That is it. I ain't taking shit off white men anymore. Not that I ever have.
Why don't you get off the mic, Corey?
Yes, sir.
The internet's no place for a black man.
Wait a minute.
I have a feeling that Hollywood.com is never going to hear this.
No, no, they will. Because I'm about to say, I'm only going to take orders from Jews that look like white people. But, man, I thought there would be a lot more controversy surrounding this film because at one time Spike Lee had wanted to direct a Jackie Robinson movie.
Oh, God, he would have created his own controversy before the movie even came out.
Exactly.
You know what this movie says? It says, fuck Whitey, period.
Oh, now stop it. See,
I
everybody
don't think that's what it says. I mean, unless Harrison Ford isn't actually white, and I'm pretty sure he's about as white as you get.
No, I'm sorry. The co-host was sitting next to me during the movie, and I was the one who kept saying that. He thought it was coming from the screen.
I was like, this is getting ridiculous, like Django Unchained.
Wait a
Before I
minute.
realized it was Leon.
No. I'm going to get to you in a little while, Cole.
Oh, hey now. Hey,
No. I got some.
no need to be racist towards me, all right?
I'm not too fond of the metal kind around here. No, man. That's something I want to tell people about you in the theater.
Oh, come on now.
No.
Come on.
What'd he do?
Oh, we're going to talk about that.
Oh, no.
Come on, man. Poor guy was gassy. What are you doing?
Let's take it slow, all right?
All right.
Let's ease into it.
Yeah, let's ease into it. Let's start about the movie itself.
Yeah.
If you know anything about Jackie Robinson, and I'm going to tell you, Leon, you probably do. I'm not one to come up.
Yeah, we played together.
Yeah. Now, see, you said it. I
Take
did.
that, Cyrus.
I like the way you beat everybody to that. God damn it.
I used to babysit him, sure.
No. Well, you probably do know more about Jackie Robinson than I do because as much as I wish I did know more about Jackie Robinson, I'm going to admit to you I don't. I mean, I know probably very little, just probably as much as the average person knows about Jackie Robinson. And if you do know about Jackie Robinson, just keep in mind that this focuses on his baseball career, not even his total career, not even his activism or political activism. It focuses mainly on his career from the start of his career, which was about early 40s to the late 40s.
Can I stop you real quick, Corey? Can I ask you one huge question I have on my head right now? How in the hell does Leon know anything about something called sports? I want to know this. How?
I'm going to even amaze you a little bit more than that. Jackie Robinson's one of my biggest heroes.
What?
Has been since I was a little kid.
Oh, yeah, he loved him with that group he was with in the 60s when he was singing.
You're that little kid who joined in with everybody going, yeah, nigger. Wait a minute. That's wrong. I shouldn't do that.
Hey,
that was Cyrus.
You know you think about Smokey Robinson.
No. I actually was like, because I used to have this whole series of books, and each one had like a sort of like a thing, like a
Time Life
like
series.
Like it was like a moral on the side. This is what this book's about. This positive thing.
Robinson
His was
Crusoe?
courage, and it was by far my favorite of that whole series. I reread
Really?
that thing like once a week for like 3 years. Such a huge fan of him. Watched the original film starring Jackie Robinson as himself. The story of Jackie Robinson.
Yeah.
Never saw the HBO one they made. They made
Yeah, I
one,
didn't see that one either. I know what you're
Soul
talking
the
about.
Game,
Yeah.
which focused a lot on the military stuff that was going on.
It was all about, you had the court martial of Jackie Robinson.
Yeah.
But the truth is like the Jackie Robinson story, or at least like, the baseball sequence of it is one of the most inspiring stories ever. That's absolutely true. That they could have made this entire thing with transvestite midgets, and it still would have been inspiring and powerful.
Now, what part of Jackie Robinson's history is that?
Is that in one of those crazy books that you call a comic book?
I'm about to say, wow, we really didn't get the whole story, did we?
We did not.
That's Rob
I feel
Liefeld
cheated now.
surgeon.
My rating just went down for this movie.
No, man, that's good. because I've never seen any of that stuff. I mean, this is about as close to me learning about Jackie Robinson in detail as it gets for me. So maybe I should let you guys talk about this. I mean, shit, especially if you know about his midget and transvestite period.
You saw the movie. Come on. I mean, that's the best part of his story.
Yeah, really.
Right
I mean, the rest it could have gone into it, but it's almost like it's like when you watch Ray, or there's some biopics that are like really good, and they crescendo, like they show you the best part, but then they go like, well, let's show you the rest of his life. It's like, yeah, you could have summed that up.
Now, that being said, they made an unusual choice, I thought, in this film to paint the whole story with incredibly broad brush strokes, even going so far as to have many of the characters, with the exception of Jackie and his wife, be almost caricatures more than characters. Most notably, of course, Harrison Ford, who plays
Branch Rickey.
Yeah, who is the
But Branch Rickey was such a character.
Owner of the team.
That was the way to play.
But he does indeed take it all the way to the top, and it's always funny.
Yeah.
He's always a lot of fun to watch, but I think there was a point early on that I'm kind of like, you're kind of making more of a comedy than you're not here. I mean, even the darker moments of this story are kind of quickly, with the exception of one big sequence, quickly thrown over and going, okay, now let's just get back to having fun again.
When you talk about darker, you're talking about the...
Shut up.
Man, do something about him.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you something about him. Man.
I was going to talk about the racist, the racism that's going on through this entire movie. That is not right.
That's going on in your program.
No, but no, this is. I mean, you bring up a good point. Harrison Ford plays Branch Rickey. He's a baseball executive for the Dodgers, and he wants to break the color barrier in baseball. Now, I don't know much about Branch Rickey either. I don't know why he wanted to, unless it was purely about money, because that's one of the things that you get past all of the stuff about race in here and all the heroics and all of the drama. You get a feeling that it really was about money. And one of his things was he wanted to bring Negro players into baseball because they were just that damn good.
Yeah. I mean, in the movie, he clearly says it several times. It's like, hey, look, the bigger picture that we all should love is money.
Yeah.
And, I mean, yeah.
It's obvious he's a time traveler from the future. He's seen that the first team to get the most black players is going to win.
Yeah. I've seen Negroes of the future.
I work with one. His name's Chewbacca.
What was that? What?
You didn't know Chewbacca was a black man?
He's not black.
Well, we haven't shaved Chewbacca down to see all that hair. He might be.
Yeah, he might be.
But
He's suave. He's cool.
I mean, this is very post World War II. What is it? Was it 1945?
It's 1945.
Yeah. And so he looks at all these people, all these players, and a lot of them are too old. Some people you might have even heard of before.
Well, Satchel Paige.
Yeah. But they say all these guys are good, but this is the guy that we need, and it turns out to be Jackie Robinson. And so this is all about how Branch Rickey desegregated baseball, making it the real all-American pastime by bringing in Jackie Robinson and making him the legendary hero that he is and that we know. Because, like you said, we can talk about the court-martial of Jackie Robinson. We can talk about post-baseball Jackie Robinson because he did a lot after that. But this is important because this is the one that was actually breaking a color barrier.
Well, the thing that makes the story important about what Jackie Robinson did, it was like, look, I'm going to get you out here and play, and everybody's going to hate you. The other team's going to hate you. Your own teammates are going to hate you. They're going to call you nigger. They're going to throw stuff at you. Well, let them come. Like, no. You have to smile and take it.
Yeah.
And if you can't do that, it's not going to work.
Right, which, it's funny, like, your first instinct almost to that is like, why would he do that? He explains it quite well. It's like, because at that time, everyone is going to say, no matter who started it, no matter who did what first, it's always going to be, look at that Negro, he can't control himself, he's causing trouble, he's starting fights, whatever, and the whole thing will be for naught.
And he can't handle being on a baseball team, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what they'll say. It's like, we couldn't hack it. Told you. Couldn't have him here.
Little bitch. Right.
Well, he tells him that in the beginning because I agree with you. I mean, listen, the only reason why I think Harrison Ford was miscast in this movie, because if you look at the real Branch Rickey, that he looks just like John Goodman. John Goodman. You find a picture of him. He looks almost spitting image like John Goodman. But Harrison Ford, if you can get past all the grumbling, overacting, because throughout this movie he's just shy of turning into a Saint Bernard. He's got slobber coming out of his mouth like.
You know what, Branch? You've had a hell of a hair across your ass over this for a long time, and I'd like to know what it is you think you're trying to prove.
You think God likes baseball, Herb?
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
It means someday you're going to meet God. And when he inquires as why you didn't take the field against Robinson in Philadelphia, and you answer that it's because he was a Negro, it may not be a sufficient reply.
That's one part, though. He's up in Jackie Robinson's face, and he's testing him. And he says, you're going to have to take it. And you're not going to like it. You're going to break down. And Jackie Robinson's just looking at him. He says, answer me, you
That sounds like an episode of Oz or something.
I know.
You're going to take it. You're going to take it hard.
That's just it. I don't know if the context of this film he's even miscast. He kind of fits in with everybody being way over the top. Like Alan Tudyk is the biggest racist in the film, who's so racist you start actually really enjoying his performance.
So you enjoy because Alan Tudyk, and you've seen him in so many things not like that. I was just whole time I kept thinking like, man, I wonder what it's like for him having to go out there and say these things over and over and over, and like he's like cut like, guys, really, I can't do this.
Lucas Black is like the totally earnest good guy. Pee Wee, I forget his name.
Pee Wee Reese.
Yeah, Pee Wee Reese. So who famously put his arm around Jackie Robinson on the field, made everyone go. It's like so ridiculously earnest. You're like, oh, stop.
Yeah, but you know what? That's the only way you get a good performance out of Lucas Black.
Well, that's true.
But you know what? I want people to stop for a second, and stop people and go pause the review and go look up Alan Tudyk, because a lot of you probably still don't know the guy behind the name. You know the guy. You've seen him before.
I know nerds know him.
I know all the know. Yeah, but if you're a fan of Firefly, you know who he is. If you're a fan
and the
of,
guy's a chameleon.
Oh, he almost like an albino to me. But stop the review.
Only because he's the whitest guy in this film.
Oh man, but you know what? Look up this guy's picture. Okay, you got it, and you say, man, I've seen that guy. That guy's so lovable. That guy's so sweet. I've seen this guy. He makes me laugh all the time. And let me tell you something. In this movie, he's the coach of what team is it?
Cincinnati.
Yeah, and he
comes. The Cardinals.
There's a part where Jackie Robinson steps up to the field, and before he can even get to the plate, Alan Tudyk pops up from behind the dugout and just yells, "Hey, nigga!" And after that, nigga. He said, "Look at this Bojangles niggas up here. Put a hat by you. Do a little dance. You might get some money, nigga." And let me tell you something. That's bad enough. And I'm kind of giggling because it's so over the top that he's doing this, and it's so sad. You're almost laughing because you're nervous. But the reason why I'm laughing, I can't help it, because 4 seats down from me, I hear co-host.
Who?
Yeah.
Where?
All I heard was nigga, hee hee hee, nigga, hee hee hee.
I'm sorry, but I really tried my best to sit in that chair and shut the fuck up while all that stuff. Because I was like, oh God, this is horrible. But
man, I was there with you though. I couldn't help it, because I mean he just came out of nowhere.
I don't know. What I couldn't understand is how come Jackie Robinson isn't out there laughing his ass off right now at this guy just playing a complete.
Well, mainly because
jacket.
he's dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
It makes it harder.
Very pretty
I'm like, every
insensitive.
time he goes out, though, he's like, "Hey, boy!" And I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Now maybe if you can find that book I was talking about in the Evil Dead review, the Negro Comic Con, you might be able to bring him back, and he might find it funny. But right,
That never works out
Hey,
well.
boy, how'd you get here, boy? You swing from a vine from
Jackie
Africa?
Robinson comes back and kills everybody, and we all come back as zombies. It's not good. But I agree with you. Look, this is a Hollywood biopic. And the only reason why I would want to see Spike Lee have done this is because I don't think it probably would have been as hokey. Now, Spike Lee. Now, wait a minute. I say there's points where Spike Lee can be over the top, and he can deliver a message. I mean, you look at Malcolm X. Malcolm X is not your typical Hollywood biopic. There's a lot of artistic integrity to that movie. All I'm saying is, man, this is why black people can't get nowhere today, because of what you're doing right now, man.
What am I doing?
Spike Lee won't hire him.
That's
If it was up to you, Tyler Perry would have directed.
No, see, that's what I'm talking about, man. Don't do that.
And he would have played Jackie Robinson.
For some reason,
I told you,
for some reason, co-host and I want to see a Tyler Perry Jackie Robinson movie.
I want to see him also play the racist in the movie.
Every role is Tyler Perry and various makeups. And like I said, let's not forget, in drag. I told you, right?
I want him to play Jackie Robinson's wife.
He would've-
Medea.
Jackie Robinson would have married Medea. Hit that barrel.
Hey, you would sit there and take that.
Hallelujah.
But man, okay, let's just take Spike Lee out of it, because this is going to cause some black on black violence right now. I don't want that. What I
Better
can
be
say
careful
about
before
this-
Spike Lee comes in and films this.
before he throws a trash can at me. But okay, the thing that I think you have to know about this movie is that it is in a certain way, it is a typical Hollywood biopic. The music is very manipulative. you can't trust the whole film, whether you know about Jackie Robinson or not, because they probably condense things, skim over things. They probably make up things. They calculate things. I mean, Jackie Robinson's romantic crescendo is topped with his career, and I don't know if it's actually that synchronized. I mean, I don't know for certain.
Well, regardless of if it was synchronized or not, the idea of the movie is that they're wanting to let people know exactly his legacy and what he did, at least for baseball. And for me, honestly, even seeing all the blaring Hollywood traits that you would get with a movie like this that normally, we've been poking fun at since the 90s about movies like this, where they have like the uplifting music that, you're waiting for Trey Parker and Matt Stone to walk in and do a musical number to it because it's so ridiculous. Despite all that, I still found myself really enjoying the movie, and I think that had a lot to do with the performances of Harrison Ford and the guy who I can't remember who played Jackie Robinson. I honestly thought at least they turned in some really great performances.
Chadwick Boseman.
Okay, that guy, I definitely think he's somebody to look out for.
AKA Billy's brother.
Oh, no.
I mean, he looks just like Billy's brother in a way. If Billy's brother was younger, I bet they would have gotten to play this as Jackie Robinson in this movie.
I don't know. If he would have taken off his shirt at some point for 30 minutes.
They probably hired him. He's like, so when I take my shirt off?
Yeah.
You don't. Well, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Oh, he came in already taking the shirt off. It's not that kind of movie, Mr. Brooks. Please, don't rape me, sir.
But I thought the strongest part of the movies was the performance themselves and their chemistry together. I mean, it really just made me interested in watching baseball, which I'm never interested in except when it's in a movie.
It has black people.
Yeah, that too.
You know what, co-host? I got to say that I agree with you 100%. It's not like I couldn't see all the Hollywood trappings, but I really got caught into it. And it's like, you know what? This is that feel-good movie that I'm not going like, whatever. I'm like, yeah, I'm actually feel good watching this. It's inspiring. It's funny. The good performances. I mean, Cyrus, I have to defer to your Jackie Robinson knowledge. But the stuff I do know about him, I'm like, yeah, this painted with broad strokes, but it hit all the major stuff that I knew about. I mean, I didn't find it wildly inaccurate. I mean, yeah, it takes some liberties because it's a Hollywood movie,
right?
But all the important stuff is right there.
It's not that the big historic stuff, the stuff everybody saw, is all there, and it's amazing the stuff that happened, like all the things that are widely known about them. They hit all those bases, and the story sells itself. Quite frankly, it's one of those things you barely need to make a movie around it. You just go, hey, here's an old guy sitting around telling you the story of Jackie Robinson. You're going to cry, you're going to cheer, right? But and don't get me wrong, I did enjoy this, and for the same reasons co-host is saying, like, I thought the acting is super fun to watch. I mean, Jackie has the right degree of intensity and intelligence. Harrison Ford is he literally chews on a couch, I think, at one point. He's so much of the dialogue. But he's hysterical to watch. There's so many great little speeches written into this, and many of them are his. I mean, there's huge laughs in this film with those. But it's the fact that it keeps falling back on the most irritating, trickly Hollywood stuff to sell it on the other ways. Like, there's this weird little side story with a little kid who's a Jackie Robinson fan that always feels shoehorned in. And even worse, they do a little, and that kid grew up to be this other famous
He grew up to be
player.
Spike Lee.
That could be anybody. That just feels, I mean, it's that kind of like really generic.
That's 30 seconds of the film.
It's really generic Hollywood manipulation stuff.
Corey, what'd you think?
Like, I felt like it earned, this movie and its story and everything earned a little bit more dignity than they gave it.
I agree with you, man, and I'm almost synchronized with you. I can't overlook those parts that you're talking about. Those parts that I am, when I say that this is a typical Hollywood biopic, it's those parts that they try to over manipulate you. I don't think there's anything wrong with taking the viewers on a ride and telling them when to cry and telling them when to applaud, because that's part of the experience. I mean, this movie moves along at such a pace that even if you are being that manipulated, you enjoy being on that ride. And Jackie Robinson, I mean, it's hard not to feel that, because this movie goes through a very intense beginning. I mean, very intense. Every time Jackie Robinson gets around anything white, I mean, it could be a white wall. You're like, oh, shit, this wall's going to call him a nigga, man. But it's a very, I mean, it's that same intensity that you feel in a thriller or something. I mean, you're very nervous for this guy because you know the shitstorm that's about to hit. That only makes the payoff of him being the underdog that he is when he actually comes to be the Jackie Robinson that we know.
And ruins baseball forever.
No, you can't help but feel good. I mean, there's even moments in here where they have Lucas Black, who hasn't been that great of an actor for a long time. He's actually really good in this movie right here. You know, this is not going to be for the true cynic or the true cinephile or the true critic out there. This is probably going to be too mainstream for you. You're a person that's used to going to the art house theater. And you,
Cyrus.
And you see, oh, stop it. Oh, stop it. See, I'm going to
You see all the same films I do.
Corey, you kept pointing at him.
Yeah, Cyrus. I bet if Wes Anderson directed this, you'd love
can't
it.
talk about Master Cyrus like that.
Oh my God, what just happened here?
Get my whipping stick.
I'm sorry, so for that.
Don't cut me a switch.
No, I'm just saying the thing is, you can see past the very transparent things that a movie like this is doing. It's not going to be for you. And I can hear the people out there right now saying the exact things that we're saying when we apply criticism to it. But I really enjoyed this movie.
Can I also bring up too the actress who played his wife? I thought she was great.
She was.
Look up her name because
no, because she's going to stalk her. Don't look it up.
See if there's any naked pictures of her on Google. With movies like this, sometimes they tend to overlook, the strong female character that these strong, iconic.
98%
all
of the
the time. I was trying to be fair, Leon. They just gloss over them. And I like the fact that they actually had her in there being like that, being that strong woman.
Nicole Bahari.
That strong woman that, a guy like this usually has by his side. And I'm glad they really just didn't, treat her just like kind of in the background like they tend to do, where they actually gave her some character. They put her through this hell that Jackie was going throughout his career. And I thought they portrayed that really well.
They made her a character and not a device. Mm-hmm. So that whenever she came on, you're like interested in, in what she was doing, what she was going to say. Mm-hmm. And her welfare. It wasn't like, oh, yeah, there's the wife. It's like,
great. Now there's a strong woman in film. Soon there'll be a strong woman in another film. Soon there'll be nothing but strong women in films. They're ruining cinema.
Times is a changing, Cyrus.
You know what, man? We've seen, and you make a good point there, because every time you see a scene between Jackie Robinson and Rachel Robinson, it's something that you wish, and I hate to bring this up. We did it before as a joke, and sometimes we bring it up when we mention black film. But this is the kind of romance that you want to see handled maturely and with respect, that you want to see something in a Tyler Perry movie that you never get, something that's not exaggerated, not something that doesn't seem exploited. I mean, this is a movie that's directed by a white director. Say what you will about that. Some people want to nitpick at that, but so what? The black images that we do see on here, I hope a lot of people that support those Tyler Perry movies go and see this, because this is true drama and true romance that I wish I could see black people be in. I'm not going to excuse a movie just for having that in there. I do have my problems with it, but listen, I was intense, and I was close to crying in this movie because man, I don't know. It's just a very. I mean, it really is an. For an inspirational movie where they want to be inspirational, and for a movie that tries as hard as this and still pulls it off, that's still worth the full price to me.
Hey, I salute you and your
blackness.
And your crying pussy ass.
Man, my blackness has nothing to do with my rating of this movie. Let me get that straight, because I know some people can come in and say, I knew it. Black movie, Corey. Go
see those black tears coming down your face, Corey.
See that oil coming out? Go ahead.
Well, you know what? I don't want to be hyperbolic about this movie, because we don't do that here at Spill. But
no, not at all.
But if you see this movie and you don't like it, you're a fucking asshole.
And you're a racist too.
Wow.
So the pressure's on you.
No, actually, Corey, as much as we were in contention before, I agree with everything you said 100%. I don't even have a problem with the flaws, because I come in and I go like, you know what? This movie, it's designed to be that Hollywood mainstream feel-good movie. It never pretends it's anything else but that, and it succeeds 100%. I mean, there are movies that people want to go to just for entertainment. And man, was I entertained and felt good the entire time, and loved the performances and the dialogue and all the characters. And I just, even though it showed, the struggle at times, it just didn't get heavy-handed with that. And that's one of the things where I'm like, you know what? I kind of just, I didn't even want to see that. It handled it in a way that I was like, wow, I felt good. Like, I want to go see this again. You show it to anybody. I give it a full price.
It's funny. I agree with a lot of the things you said, except for the part where it did it 100% right. I was like, I think that's exactly my problem. I don't mind that it's a big crowd-pleasing movie. In fact, that's probably the best way to tell this story, even to really a lot of appeal, get it out there, make the audience laugh. don't overdo it on the melodrama. Sure, I get all that. I just felt like it wasn't so much heavy-handed as just it was ham-handed at points. It was just awkward the way they were seeking into stuff that was just so like overblown Hollywood stunts for this kind of film. But no, I enjoyed this more than I didn't. I just wish I could have enjoyed it a lot more because it is pretty flawed. I give this a high matinee.
Well, I'm not going to be racist like Cyrus, so I'm going to give you honest-to-God opinion about this movie and how it made me feel good, because feeling good makes me feel good, and this movie did that. And hey, I love ham. By the way, Cyrus, I love ham, especially when it's getting served up. Yeah, especially when it's getting served up by Jackie Robinson. And you know what? They do such a great job with the characters. For all it is, it really did what it was supposed to do. It was supposed to, inform you about a very important figure in baseball and a very important figure in the history of the United States of America. And that made me really proud to realize, wow, in tough times like that, people got to see somebody who was devoted to what he loved really rise above everyone's prejudice at a point to where, America needed it at the time. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate the filmmakers for taking a chance and doing a movie like this.
Yeah, look at that American flag floating behind you.
So anyway, that's why I will be giving it a full price.
Yes. Yeah. But you know what? If you look at it, what I liked about this movie is that we finally seen Harrison Ford get old enough to be his daddy from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. He was wearing almost the same outfit as Professor Jones.
He was. And he has his eyebrows.
I can't wait till he gets older so he can actually play Chewbacca.
What you want Chewbacca, man? Yeah. He's waiting for the Chewbacca biopic.
I'm waiting for those new Star Wars movies. Come on.
I'm just a ball player. You a hero.
Why don't you look in the mirror? This is a white man's game. I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here.
I'm a Brooklyn boy. I may take some getting used to.
Maybe tomorrow we'll all wear 42.